Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I've recently been back into the game because there was some Mercedes DLC. That's the first car in the distance that I got and stripped and rebuilt, and this most recent one was quite a struggle because I ran out of money, and I'm still very low on money as well. I had to sell one of my cars from the garage, which I didn't really want to do, and that's kind of why they're still here rather than being parked, because I want to fill the space in parking A which had a Malik in it. Now, I don't really mind if it's not a Malik I put back in, but given the amount of money I've got, a Malik might be the best choice. Anyway, so for now I'll probably have to just do some jobs. I think I can still do jobs with two cars here. I think the car will just go straight onto the lifter, which is where I want it anyway. So let's give that a go, earn a little bit more money, and then try and buy something cheap to do up and sell to get a bit more money, because that's the best way of getting cash in the game that I'm aware of. Feel free to let me know if there's a different way of getting money. Now, in a normal game like this, you'd be able to get a bank loan and then pay it back. Now, obviously, that would cost you. You'd maybe pay like 20% interest or something horrific. But in this game, you can only have a bank loan once per, I don't know, save, I guess. And it's for 2,000, which is piss all, and you can only do it once. You don't pay it back, but you don't get to do another one. And I think that's a bit poor, but it leads to situations like this where I'm a bit strapped for cash and I have to end up doing sort of nonsense rather than what I want to do. But still, there you go, that's the game, and I'm apparently wanting to play it, so let's take a job. Oh. Well, that's annoying. So it won't put it straight onto the lifter. So what happens if I've... alright, let's move that onto the lifter. So what happens if I've got it in the middle and then I want to put it on the lifter? Do I have to get rid of one of the cars, or does it automatically swap them round? Well, I guess it's time to find out. No. See, that's a bit frustrating, because to be honest, there's plenty of space here. You could just sort of roll one car off and then push the other car on. I mean, what's the issue? Seriously, what is the issue? So I'm going to have to put one of these into the garage and hope that I can move them about later, because I assume that's going to go into the first available space, which is here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I might have to dick about. I'm not sure if I can move things when I'm in the parking garage. I think you can move them around in the garage, but I'm not sure if you can move them between the parking garages without lots of messing about. Anyway, that's a problem for a different day. So yeah, right, so what are we doing here? I didn't really look. That's not the right button. Running gear, car feels loose, which is very similar, and brake performance. Alright, so that's all basically to do with wheel stuff. That's what we're going to call it. So we can stick it up in the air. I don't think there's anything that requires it to be on the ground. So let's get in there, get the wheels and the brakes off, and have a look at the running gear. Right. Now, obviously, I want to save money, so also I should check my inventory as well. Is there anything in here I want to get rid of? Just some rubbish from the previous build. Rim Retro 09. Oh yeah, I've just taken that off. Memory. Okay, where did that come from? Yeah, wow, there's a lot of grit in here. Okay, so this needs to be 44% or better, so I'm assuming all this really chocolatey stuff isn't 44%. 19, yeah, okay. So let's get in a little bit closer. So I can take off this sway bar link. That looks a bit dead. What was that? Yeah, 0%, okay. And that needs to come off, I think. 23, and this looks pretty nasty as well. 53, that's okay. What about this wishbone thing? It's hard to tell what the black piece is. 51%, no, that was all okay. So I could put all that back on, to be honest. Oops, screw it in. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Alright, so what else over here, if anything? The bushes don't look too bad. Steering rack looks a bit nasty. Alright, let's go to the other side. Take off this wheel. Oh? Oh, am I in the middle of screwing something in? What was going on? No, just doing it wrong. There we go. I don't know, you take a few weeks off playing a game and even after a few sessions you're still forgetting how to play the damn thing. Your muscle memory's gone. Right, looks a bit nasty. What was that? 49, that was fine. Oh, this brake disc. 26, yeah, and this looks nasty as well. This front wheel hub. Let's have a look at that. I keep forgetting, of course, for instance, one of the things I've forgotten because I've been away from the game for a while is that you can use the diagnostic tools. Now, with suspension and stuff, really you want a test path, you know, like a bumpy... I suppose taking it on the test track would do that, but I don't bother using the test track much. It takes so long to load up. I mean, it doesn't affect you guys because I edit it all out, but, you know, I've got to sit here twiddling my thumbs whilst it happens. Right. Oh, get the sway bar off. We need to take that out. The sway bar looks a bit nasty. The link looks fine, yeah, 45. I think that's right on the money. No, the sway bar's 48. What was it we wanted? 44. So yeah, okay, that was okay. Stick that back in. And the bushes on this side. Ooh, it's a bit hard to tell actually. Why can't I? I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah, but they don't look too bad, so I'll leave those for now. Right, let's go up the rear end. Let's remind myself, what else was it? It was controlling car feels... Okay, running gear faults and car feels loose are pretty similar in my book. Usually to do with suspension-y type things or steering-y bits. That's a technical term. Oh dear. Right, okay, so that's all okay. Alright, these U-bolts look a bit nasty. The leaf thing looks okay though. What about these? Rubber bush looks alright. This looks pretty nasty. This doesn't look good either. Let's get all that off. Rear spring 50. What about the cab? Yeah, 19. Alright. So then the other side. Dink. It's a close up of the wheel. Lovely textures. I always do that. I always click right in the middle of the caliper, but that's where it's showing you the brake pad, so it goes, no, can't take the brake pad off yet. Okay, so this knuckle has to come off, so we need to take off this axle. I'm not sure what else we need to take off. Can we just take that off now? Yeah, awesome. Okay, this doesn't look very healthy, so let's get these U-bolts off. And this leaf spring doesn't look good either. Take the bush out. Okay, and that's what? Leaf spring plate 18, yeah, bushing was fine. Yeah, axle was 8%. Okay, so we're getting close. This spring looks a bit nasty. Let's take off the shock absorber cap. That's like 28, that's bad. And that looks pretty dead too. Yeah, 2%. And this rear shock absorber doesn't look too clever. Well, it's fine. By fine, of course, I mean barely usable, but you know, whatever. Right, so okay, we found all of those and all of those. Awesome. Took all the brakes off, so it would be hard not to have found all those. Right, so let's go and try and fix things. So reminding myself, the car level is at 44%, so the items we put on the car only need to be 44% or better. That didn't work. Immediately brakes. It's 2 brakes still. There you go, 45% or better. So we broke a few bits, but let's try putting it all back together and see what happens. Alright. So... upper suspension arm. Yeah, that worked. 82%. Actually, that might have been... oh, I don't know. 45. Yeah, that's just good enough. And I don't think we could fix the brakes. Oh, we could. How about that? Or maybe that was just one that was wasn't too bad. Still, that's all good. That's one set of slightly better than they were before brakes. Now, why can't I put the wheel on? Ah, steering rack. Good. Inner tie rod. Can't fix those, I don't think. No, so we need 2 inner tie rods. Inner. There we go. I've got into typing the search things in there. Makes that much quicker. And 2 outers. So that's what, tie rod probably. Tie row. Right, there we go. So now we can put the wheel back on. Is it good enough? Yeah, these wheels are all fine. Or, you know, fine enough. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, but just look at that. Look at that. See that? What's that? Yellow and black reflection. What is that? Yeah, okay. So we can't fix those. We've got a new one of these though, so that's fine. And oh no, we're missing the knuckle, front wheel hub rather. Screw that puppy on, and then we can put the outer tie rod on. Awesome. What about the sway bar link? No, we need another one of those. Sway bar front end link B. Link B. Yeah, that works. Alright, there we go. And we need the... oh, did we get this wheel hub out? Yeah, 49%, that's fine. Nice and chocolatey looking. So we need one of these with wishbone shock absorbers. Wisp. There we go. Oh, I haven't checked my money, but I'm doing okay. There we go. Now, oh, front spring. I mentioned in a previous episode that I was looking forward to doing a Malloc because... spring, just getting confused, I'm talking. Because they're going to increase the amount of reward you get for doing a Malloc. Now that actually isn't the game yet, that isn't in the game yet. They're actually planning to do that in a future update. The other thing they're planning to do in a future update, as I was looking into it, is a hard mode, sorry. So the idea behind that is that it won't highlight which parts, I think something to do with not being able to see which parts are iffy, but also things like it won't show you where the bolts go. You have to know where the bolts go. So for here, for instance, it wouldn't highlight these bolts. You just have to know where they were, or maybe come around here and actually look for them. And you won't be able to highlight things with the blue star, which I haven't done for a long time, but it's very useful when you don't really know what's going on with the vehicle or where the parts go. You know, when you've taken a part off, let me show you, let me just screw this in. You can highlight a part like this, and it'll show up. There we go, so there it shows up, then you can know, oh, that's where that piece is. Which can be quite useful when you're unfamiliar with the car, which I certainly did when I was new to this game, even though I'd played the previous game. So yeah, that was quite useful. So they've got this hard mode coming where it'll take all that off. Now that's interesting, so I'm not sure how well I do at that. I mean, I should be okay, I've played the game enough. But as people who've seen enough of these videos or whatever might know, my memory isn't as good as it could be. Rear axle, knuckle housing C. Knuck. Rear axle, knuckle housing C. So I was thinking about maybe starting a new game in hard. I don't know if you can change the difficulty of your game, because that would be obviously quite good for some people. It would be nice to be able to just start... or rather change the current game you're playing into hard mode and see how you go. So it means you wouldn't lose any of the stuff you'd built up, you know, if you've got your money, if you've got cars that you want to look at, and I don't know, whatever. So rear spring cap. I don't know if I need two of those, let's check the other side. I need one of those, so spring cap. Rear shock, spring even. Do I need a rear shock absorber cap? I don't remember. Oh well. Spring. I was just talking about bad memory, wasn't I? Awesome. 28. Yes, I need a new one of those. So cap. Lovely. All right. So yeah, interesting. So it might be tempting to start a new game just to try out this hard mode. Oh, it's not what I want, is it? It's shock. There's two different sorts. What do I want? I want a B. Right, and then we've got these U-bolts. Yep, they're all nice now. Good. Did I put them on the other side? No. I came across here to try and sort out the other spring cap. Oop. Bit of zoom in. So control axle, no, so we need a solid axle control arm. Solid axle control arm. And then we want a leaf plate. Oh, just good enough. And a couple more U-bolts. Yeah, they're both fine. Awesome. So they are still updating the game. I wasn't sure if maybe this DLC was, you know, it really, but no, they are still plugging away, got plans for things, which is good to see. Brake disc, no, it's only 2 brake discs. Now we are off the brake pads now. No, we need 2 more brake pads. And I can't remember about the caliper status. No, 2 more calipers. Did they not get fixed? I assume they didn't get fixed. As they're not fixed. That would lead one to believe that they didn't get fixed. Okay, and then it's the wheel. Just good enough at 46. Alright. Pop around the other side. Stick on these brakes. Brake pad, caliper. And then a crappy old wheel on top of that. Right, now how's that? That's all of those, all of those, all of those. So now we just need to repair damaged body parts. So let's bring it back down so we can easily get at it. So I'm going to say that that's a bit to be fixed. Yep. 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 Okay, all the body parts. Pretty much. So, I can't tell if these lights are knackered. They look okay to me. Front bumper, left and right door, left tail light, rear bumper, right tail light. I think I got both the tail lights, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, let's go and fix those to 45% or better, or, you know, break them. Oh, there's only these 3 that I can fix. Are the others so broken? I guess they might be. Alright, so let's put those bits back on. Front bumper. What else was it? Tail lights, was it? No. Rear bumper? What else did I have that I fixed? Sort by arrival. Shouldn't that mean that the last thing I took off was there? It's inverted, isn't it? Oh, the left tail light. Oh, I see. One of the tail lights. The other one was broken. So, this rear bumper. Do I? That was fine. 49%. Okay, so we need doors. What is it again? I forgot what the car is. GT20. Yeah. Okay, so we need doors for GT20. GT20. So we need front left, front right. Need a right tail light. Can't remember what else we need. To be honest, I was quite impressed I remembered that. Right tail light. So, front bump. Is that it? Oh no, I've done it. Hey! Realisation dawns. I don't even have to paint it, which is good because the parts come the right colour. Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Person. Off you trot. £6 worth of payback. That's not too bad. So, I'd almost spent up on that job, so we got £6. So, I sort of almost trebled my money. Alright, next job. It'd be nice to see some more Mercs here, just to work on them as they're the most interesting recent addition to the game. General running control, blah, blah, blah. No, the bigger the job, the better, really. But we've done one big job. What's this? Clutch and brakes. Oh, and general running gear. Don't like these jobs. Give me an interesting job. Maybe I'll take this. I like the Delray Custom. It's reflecting yellow and black even in this picture, look. Alright, that's a nice colour. Yellow and black. Doop-de-doop. Right, so general running gear, control and repair. Okay, so we'll just put it straight up in the air. Enjoy looking at the crappy reflections. Alright, come here, general running gear, control and repair. What you got for us? Alright, and the level of this car is at 54, so... yeah, that definitely wants to come out. Oh, we've got a duff looking bush. I'm not sure about this. What did I say, 50%? 28, yeah, there we go. Those bushes don't look too bad. It's hard to tell with the suspension. Oh, that's definitely looking a bit nasty. Oh, what about this spring? 1%. It looked a bit iffy and it's like almost completely destroyed. Oh dear. Right, so this sway bar doesn't look too healthy. 25. And that outer link, I have to take the wheel off, and there's something in there as well, like the wheel hub that looks like it wants to come off too. Ah, no, it's whatever's inside that, yeah. Which bit is that? That is the hub, is it? I'll take off the brakes. Oops. Right, take off the brake. There we go. And then we can take out the wheel hub. Woo! And get rid of the outer tie rod. So, how's that looking? Yeah, not too bad. So just a couple more parts to find. Probably at the rear, obviously. Having looked at the front. It's the process of elimination at work. So, it looks like they're both on the other side. We've got this leaf spring and the shock absorber. I'm not sure I need to take the wheel off for these, so that's a vague result, is it? Makes no difference really, does it? Woo. Right, so we have to take out the bushes. Is there one at either end? Yes. There it is. Oh yeah. Take the leaf spring plate off. So that should be all of the bits. So let's do the fixing at the fix station for the bits that we can fix. I've already forgotten what number I need to be at. Was it 54, was it? 54. Alright, and they were all at 54, I think. Oh, God. Memory, yeah. Right, so let's put it all back together. And so, we have an upper spring, suspension arm, upper spring arm. Yeah, right. They can't be fixed. Did I need one for the other side as well? I did, I think. Yes. So, 2 of those outer control rods. Oop, no, at the car part shop. Tie. There we are. One. What else? Is that it? I've got some bushes, so we need, it looks like 2 rubber bushes. Bush! It shouldn't be funny! Dear God. I am but 3. Right. Okay. Well, 13 I suppose would be a more appropriate age to be laughing about bush. Right. Let's put it aside. I blame other people because you know that's the world we live in. Front. Oh, there's a few more things than just the springs. Front spring and shock absorber cap. Is that a front thing? Front shock absorber cap. Yeah. Alright. So then we've got a sway bar. Front end link. Which one, sorry? B. Sway front end link B. Yep. And front wheel hub, that didn't get fixed. So hub. Front wheel hub. There we go. Bzzz, bzzz. Lovely, and got a wheel hub kit, yes, and the brakes didn't need fixing I don't think, so they should all just plop straight back on. We've not got it all on. What are we missing? Here we go, outer tie rod, and then we can put the wheel on. Super duper. So that's the front done. Let's go and sort out that leaf spring and stuff on the I'd call it the offside, but I guess it's the near side for the left-hand drive cars. Oh no, I'm taking that off. What am I doing? Qu'est-ce que je fais? Or words. Leaf spring. Yes, that got fixed. Nice. Put all these back on. I won't be able to have fixed the shock absorber. So rear shock absorber B. Rear shock absorber B. Cool. And then we need to put these little bushes back in. No laughing at the little bush. Alright, so that should be the whole job done, and that's worth a whole 1,200. Crikey, look at that. We've made about $600 on that job. Makes you proud to be alive, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the trouble with small jobs, they don't get you much. So, not really enough time to do another big job, so let's just do another little job for the hell of it. So here we are, light Miavini Earth, strange noises from engine bay, and car is loud. So that could be that could be the exhaust manifold. Let's get it on the lifter and have a look. Let's have a look in the engine first, see if we can find what the problem is. Yeah, thought so. It's going to be the exhaust manifold, and the exhaust as well is also a problem. It doesn't count this as part of the exhaust for some reason. I don't know why. So that's that. Oh, there you go. There's your strange noise from the engine. Look, your steering rack. Ah. So there you go. I wasn't right. So we have to boost it for that and to get the rest of the exhaust out. And probably have to remove the wheels, don't I, too? Get it there. Yeah. Let's take off this tie rods. So wheel needs to come off for that. And an outer and an inner. And then we'll be on the other side. Just climb around the car. Doop 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 doop. There we go. Take off this wheel. Noticing its yellow and black reflections. Tie rods. And then the steering rack. There we go. And we take off the exhaust while we're here. The dodgy bits. Just those two by the looks of it. What about the rear? Is the rear okay? No. Okay, so that should be everything. Yep, steering rack and stuff. So let's see if we can fix any of that. Oop. Nope. Yes. I don't know what to fix it to though, so I shouldn't get too nuts. 60%. Alright, well that was the steering rack fixed once. Was that enough? No, it wasn't the steering rack fixed at all. What did I fix? Oh, was it the exhaust manifold? I can't look at that anyway. So steering rack required. Alright. Rack. Everyone likes a good rack. $800. Shame we couldn't fix that, but anyway. So there we go. Put the tie rods back on. Doop. Doop-a-doo. And the wheel. Zoop. There we go. And round the other side. Do 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 doodly doop be doop. There we go. Messy, but kind of fun. Alright, so that's that done. So now we need the exhaust lumps. So which exhaust lumps do we need? We need exhaust manifold. I think I might have fixed that. Front exhaust section, middle muff, and rear muff I4. So front exhaust section, middle muff. Front exhaust section. So many different ones now. Middle muff and a rear I4, was it? Yeah. Wow, I remembered stuff. Always exciting. No, it is exciting. I don't care what you think. I remembered something. Woo! Alright, so let's see if I did fix the thingy. Exhaust manifold. Woohoo! Alright. So, that's a nice quick job. It's probably worth another grand or so. Maybe a bit more because we spent a big chunk on the steering rack, of course. Pop. And polish off the finger marks. So there we go. And that is ready to be sent out. 2.5 grand. Oh yeah, we've got 8 now. Slow going. Right, so next time out we'll do like a big job. That'll earn us a decent amount of chunk. Decent amount of chunk. Yeah, that's a word. Right. Until then, yeah, you know the score. Bye.